guys, so today I am doing a first impressions of the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation. If you watch my huge Sephora haul, I did a huge haul. A lot of it was with Marc Jacobs. Sorry, my eyes are really sensitive to the light today, and when I film I have to have direct light like hitting me, so I'm gonna start tearing up and stuff. But anyways, I got a lot of comments and questions asking me to do like a review on it, so I thought I would just do a first impressions. I am wearing the color 26 in Bisque Medium. Now, I did try this product on my hand at Sephora, and then I did swatch it on my face to make sure it matched, but I didn't wear it the whole day because I also went to the pool afterwards since I got it on my vacation in Palm Springs. So if you want to know more about my haul during my vacation, check out my latest Sephora beauty haul. It's huge, it's a little embarrassing, but so I am going to use this. Right now it is, what time is it? Oh, here's my phone. Right now it is 12:58. I just showered. I woke up this morning and did some work, had some breakfast, and then I worked out for a little bit, so I decided to shower and put the foundation on. I will have a longer evening, so it will kind of like show you how it wears. Just so you guys know, today it's really, really hot. It's really humid and muggy, so that will explain if my makeup melts. But I'm going to prime my face. Today I'm using the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Complexion Primer Potion, and the reason I'm using this one instead of my Hourglass one is because I'm trying to finish this one up. I'm trying to use up some of my products before buying more. So I've cleansed my skin, I have applied my day SPF and eye cream as well as my moisturizer, and now I am just applying my primer all over. Now, because I don't really know how this gel foundation is going to apply, I just used my fingers and a sponge at the store, but I usually like to use my beauty blender whenever possible. But just to be safe, I am going to use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply it, because I find that using a brush doesn't waste as much of the product necessarily, and I can always use my beauty blender once I've done my first impression. So, just pumping one pump on my hand. That seems like a good amount for an everyday look. And I like to start from the center of my face and work out, because I find that's where most of my discoloration is. Oh wow, there's a scent to this. It's not super strong, but there's definitely a fragrance. But then it goes away. It's really strange. It's like definitely a fragrance, and then it kind of just goes away once you start blending it. Yeah. It's like when you first pump it, there's definitely a fragrance. I'm gonna need more than one pump. It blends pretty easily. Like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything, honestly. I don't feel like it does. It doesn't. So I'm doing pump number 2. It blends really smoothly, but I also feel like this is a very light coverage. Like, I was looking for a light coverage foundation, but this is almost really light. Pump number 3. I don't usually have to pump that much product. Okay, I can be a little heavy-handed with this, I think, because if I blend too much, it kind of doesn't cover. So it's almost like I should stipple, I think. Okay, now that I figured out how to apply it, which is more of like a stippling action, this would probably work better with my beauty blender, honestly. Although my beauty blender eats up a lot of product even though you wet it, so pump 4. I mean, it's pretty conservative amounts of pumps, so it's not that I'm using that much product. I'm just used to only using like maybe one pump and a half of whatever foundation I'm using when it comes with a pump. So I do like that it doesn't over pump out too much product, because then you're being wasteful. At least this way you can control how many pumps you're using, and it's not like you're like, oh crap, that's too much. You definitely you don't want to like blend out with this foundation, because it really blends really smoothly. Like it blends like a tinted moisturizer almost. Kind of better than my tinted moisturizer. So you definitely want to stipple in like your discolored areas, and then if you need to blend out, because when I was first blending out it was almost wiping the product off. And I'm just going to do one more pump just to kind of like touch it up around the area, especially since I am going to be going out tonight. So I'm doing one little touch up for that like area that I started with, and I didn't blend as well, or I wasn't stippling, I was blending too much. It's so hot, I'm like sweating. So this is definitely like a light to medium coverage. I'm sure you can build it up, but I don't want to cover too much. Because I did buy this to use it more as a light to medium coverage foundation. More like everyday, you know? Okay, so I'm just stippling. It blended really well. It almost, like, you can't really see that I'm wearing makeup in person. I don't know if it looks that way on camera. I'm like sweating. It's so hot in here. I also have the air conditioning on, but it's like, it doesn't matter. And my hair's still wet, but it's so hot. Okay, probably a hard way to do a first impressions video when you're sweating the makeup off before you've even applied it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I only have the primer and the foundation on. I do like the coverage. It feels like it's built, like you can build it. You can definitely add more to it. The color matches pretty well. I like the pumps. It's not too heavy-handed when you're pumping, so it's nice that you're not going to be wasting a ton of product. It kind of is strange to have to keep pumping though for me, because normally I always do like half a pump or a whole pump and maybe a pump and a half, but I do like that they don't over pump so you're wasting product that you're not going to use. So I am going to do the rest of my makeup. I will not use any concealer, but I will do my under eyes with the Benefit Fake Up. I'll do the rest of my makeup and I will get back to you guys. Bye. I've applied the rest of my makeup on my face, and like I told you, I wasn't going to be wearing any concealer other than my under eye concealer, and today I'm using my Benefit Fake Up in, I think this is 01 Light. So this is the only thing I've used, and then I did my brows, of course, and I used Bobbi Brown's natural bronzer on my cheeks, around my hairline, and down my chin and neck, just to kind of give my skin a little bit more of a glow and color. And then I used a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Blissful, and I only applied that right on the tops of my cheeks. I did set everything with a transparent powder from Laura Mercier. I used the Solid Compact one because I thought that that was the sheerest and most natural finish that I own, and I wanted to like stay true to the foundation since this is a first impressions video. I also did a little mini tutorial, and I will have that up soon. It's using the Marc Jacobs palette in Lolita. It's such a beautiful thing. If you want to see the tutorial with me using the Marc Jacobs palette, make sure you're subscribed so that it shows up in your feed on YouTube. But yeah, so check that out. That should be coming up shortly, and I will try and remember to check in with you throughout the day. It is now 1:33, so like I said, it's really hot today. It'll be interesting to see how this foundation holds up. So far I'm loving how it looks on camera from the viewfinder, and I also really like how it looks in the mirror. And I will check in with you guys. Okay, hi guys, so I'm just checking in right now. It is 4:05, and I've worn this most of like for about 3 hours now. 3 or 4 hours. My hair. Okay, anyways, I think the makeup still looks pretty good. I still have like a luminous finish. This is definitely more of a luminous finish, not super matte, but you could probably make it matte depending on the powder you wear. I have not powdered or blotted. Is that a word? I haven't powdered or blotted yet. I could probably use a little bit blotting on my T-zone, but I'm going to hold off until like before I do a little touch-up before heading out for the night. So I've just been cleaning up, working on my computer, and checking mail, like all that stuff. So a lot of busy work. Not too much high activity, but the makeup's holding up pretty well. I like that my eyeshadow and everything's been holding up. It doesn't look like it's caking or anything like that, or smearing off. I don't know. I will know more when I'm editing, I feel like, or when I check in the mirror, like specifically. I'm just filming right now. So yeah, so far so good, and I will check back in a little bit. Bye. Hi guys, so it is now 6:30 and I'm about to head out to my workshop for tonight. And I, since I last checked in, I basically cleaned the house and got something to eat and did some more work. I vacuumed, I did a lot of like cleaning, and I was sweating, so I was getting hot, even though I had air conditioning. So if you can see, I mean the lighting's kind of going down now, but it is like, I'm a little shiny here, like in my T-zone. It's actually not that bad in person, like when I look in the mirror, but on camera, definitely, I think maybe because of the low light, I don't know, sun setting, whatever. So I'm just gonna go in and powder with my Laura Mercier Transparent Solid Powder Compact. Just kind of blot up a little bit. It's not even that it's like super greasy, I feel like. It's just that it's like a little more shiny than I like to look. I guess luminous would be the thing, but it doesn't look super greasy. And then I'm going to just fix under my eyes. Now this isn't really the foundation, this is more my under eye concealer that always kind of needs a little brush up. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to do with in terms of touch-up. Yeah, the rest of it looks pretty good. I actually feel like I could use a little bit more blush probably, which I will add. But everything looks good. I like how it's wearing. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. It's very light. I like that it's stayed, it's like pretty much stayed like how I've applied it. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I will probably do one more checkup or check-in after my workshop, and then I'll probably wash my makeup off at that point. But yeah, so it looks good. The eyeshadow's lasting pretty long too, and I didn't even use an eyeshadow primer. I just used the eyeshadow from the Marc Jacobs palette, the Lolita. So that worked. Yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. Everything's staying. Oh, my hair. Everything's staying. It's not super greasy. I don't mind touching my face because it doesn't feel like I'm wearing any makeup. It's not streaking. It's not like oxidizing or anything like that I can see. Yeah, so I will check in soon. Bye. Hi guys, so it is now, what time is it? It is now 9:31 at night. I just got home. I'm gonna have some dinner, and then I will probably wash my makeup off. I might do it now actually, just because I want to get comfy. So I have an early morning tomorrow. Well, early for me. So I can't tell, this lighting's not that great because I'm backlit, but let me see if I can move you guys. Whoa, that light is really bright. Let's see, back this way. Okay, the makeup is still on really pretty much fully, I think. I mean, you can see that, you know, there hasn't been any creasing, there hasn't been any streaking. Obviously I look a little shiny in this light, but I don't think I look shiny in the mirror. Let me go over here and check myself in the mirror. Yeah, I mean, it definitely does look like that I've had makeup on all day, but it has lasted pretty well. I'm not crazy about what's going on under my eyes. I feel like that's completely been like wiped off. but that's not the foundation's fault necessarily. That's just the Fake Up from Benefit. I think it just wasn't set well. Or maybe it wasn't reacting well to my new eye cream that I was using. But yeah, everything seems like it stayed. It feels a little tacky, like it feels a little greasy here. It doesn't seem to have oxidized or changed colors in any way. And this lighting is horrible. I should have just set up like lighting, but I didn't think I needed to for a check-in. So let me try this place. Lighting's still bad. But yeah, so I guess my final thoughts on my foundation is I like it. I don't know if it's long wearing. In fact, I probably wouldn't say it's long wearing. I think it works well for if you're just going out for like lunch or something and then you're not going anywhere like late. Because if you definitely started early in the morning, it's not going to last into evening. You're going to want to reapply your makeup. But this, yeah, it's decent lasting, probably like 8 hours worth. I wouldn't say a full 12 hours or more than that. I like that it hasn't streaked or oxidized, and even though it's kind of worn off or it looks like it's fading, it's not like, oh, her makeup's melting. So I like how it still feels. My skin definitely is feeling a little tacky, but that might just be because it's been so humid and hot. Yeah, my blush and bronzer stayed put on top of it. I did powder that one time as a retouch up, which is nice because I don't usually touch up more than once, even if I touch. Sometimes I don't even touch up at all. So those are my final thoughts, I think. I love the packaging. I love how it goes on. Definitely a buildable coverage, great for light to medium coverage if you're looking for that. A good daytime makeup. Maybe you'd want a little bit more for evening. I'm not sure how I feel about like going out night look with this foundation, but in that situation I'd probably go with my DMK foundation. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions video, and don't forget to check out my Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette tutorial that I'll have up soon, as well as all of my other videos. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like first impressions, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!